Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, wherever you are, whenever you are. My name is Matt Batir. Welcome to a brand new Breakout Solutions live stream. Here with you to talk to you on the first Monday after the ETF release, where we've released the hounds. We were expecting higher prices because the ETF is supposed to bring all this money to the crypto market, and Bitcoin has retraced. And I told you guys this. I've been going over and over and over, and Bitcoin obviously hit our price point exactly to the dollar. All right. So I've been talking about this golden pocket, right? This was always going to be a sell opportunity. Even with all the bullishness of the ETF, the charts don't lie. The charts get respected with Bitcoin all the time. It's an asset that is really good. It continuously surprises me how it respects levels, Fibonacci levels all the time with retracements, especially like large moves to the upside that we've had. And we got basically a 15% discount. Okay, we got a 15% discount. So hopefully you were able to jump in on that, because I'm going to tell you why I believe that we're going to probably move a little bit to the upside in the short period. And then we will determine if we are going to be having some more upside or continue this downward price action. Because right now, even on a high time frame, we are still, we're creating a higher high. Okay, we have a high, a low, a equal high, a higher low, a higher high. And now this was a lower low. All right, so this could have been the start of the sell action, but technically it was still higher than this low right here. And we've gone higher, and then we've retraced, but we're still once again creating a higher low. Okay, we would need to really break this $40,000 level for it to be a lower high. So if we remove all these drawings, really, you have to remain bullish with Bitcoin as long as we are above that price point. Let me just use the magnet and get this. Oops. And let me just put that right there. So basically $40,000. Let's just call it $40,000. If Bitcoin closes a daily candle below $40,000, then you have to go into bear mode. But right now, we're still technically a higher low, and I think we might be able to push a little bit higher. So you never know. We might be able to get to this $57,000 level. It's quite a possibility. So anyways, I also have noticed that the Bitcoin dominance looks to have possibly put in a bullish divergence, meaning that maybe a lot of the liquidity from the altcoins that have been pumping at the moment might possibly move into Bitcoin, because we have had a lower low here and a higher low on the momentum wave, higher low on the RSI, like so. So whilst people are thinking, we should be going lower maybe because finally we're getting a sell-off, like myself included, I think this is a fantastic buy the dip opportunity because of these divergences. So even though we may not break the current local high, I still think that Bitcoin has a good opportunity to go a little bit higher from current price. So if we draw a Fibonacci retracement, where are some areas of interest? Well, the first area of interest will probably be the 382 at $44,258. But more importantly, most things, because there was such a big move down, we did move down in price. What was it in price? $7,747. So it's quite a big move down. So we might see even a retracement all the way back up to the golden pocket right here at 46,000. And this will be the interesting part between these two, between the 786 and the 666, this is where you are going to see the movement occur. To be honest, you're probably more than likely going to get moved to 786, giving really a lot of people to sort of grab a lot of liquidity, thinking, oh, let's jump in before we have another breakout. But we just don't know that that's going to occur. It's best to just be in no positions about here, or if you've longed from this current price, exit most of your position here, because this will be the determinant on the high time frame. If we do make a lower high, as we talked about, we have the high, we've got a low. Do we make a lower high, and do we start now the downward trend of Bitcoin? All right. So that's what we're looking at. That's where I can see in the charts, right, in relation to matching up what I see with Bitcoin, with the Bitcoin dominance, and also all the liquidity and the technical analysis for the altcoins that I did this afternoon. Now, this is the altcoin trend line we have right here. So this is the market cap of of the altcoin market against the Bitcoin market. and Ethereum market. So you can see we got a little bit of a head and shoulders that formed here, but it didn't actually break down. We're now moving to the upside. But if you look at from the high, you know, we talked about Bitcoin. Oops, not that one. This is on the 2 hours, so it's more this recent one. Bitcoin dropped, you know, we're talking 15%, and the altcoins only came down 8%. So most of the altcoins held up quite well when Bitcoin dumped last week. Right now, we're seeing a recovery, as I've talked about. We could possibly see this continuation of altcoins, because you think about where we are in the year. At some point, you know, last bull market, Bitcoin was around its previous all-time high. Let me go back and sort of explain to you guys what I kind of mean. So if we are, let's go to logarithmic. If we are, you know, so the start of the bull market was basically, let's just say the 1st of Jan 2023, and we're technically, let's just say we're in January 2024, so it's been a year, so from the bottom to the top. So if we go to the previous bottom of the previous cycle, which was back here, which was, you know, pretty much the same time as December, January. So let's go a year, which is 365 days right here. Okay, so this is basically Bitcoin was forming this low right here. Whoops. Bitcoin was forming this low right here as it had just surpassed a year after the bottoming out. So a year after the bottoming out, this is what Bitcoin was doing. Now, as Bitcoin started going up, and this is where I think we are now, okay, this is where I think we are in this point in time of the current cycle. This is where COVID was announced. And I do believe that if COVID wasn't announced, we were going to start, you know, then having a higher high. Now, that's why I do believe most people think that Bitcoin underperformed last bull market. And if we had not had this huge aggressive dip, we probably would have made 100K, because we would have started from here at 6,400 and not down here at $4,000. Just my personal opinion. So I do believe right now, where we are, this could be this zone right here. So here is right here. Okay, so I know the structure looks a little bit different. This one we came up fast and then trickled down, and this one we've kind of just been slow to grind to get up there. I think we've spent enough time here together that we probably should see at worst maybe some sideways action, and then we see the first attempt like so. So we do something like this. We see the first attempt to break the previous all-time high, which we probably won't do very well, just like what we saw right here. Right here, this was our attempt to, you know, it took us 4 weeks to break the previous all-time high. And if we look at what the retracement was 16%. So let's just say we do come up here after some sideways. We just do push up to 68,000. Then we get a 16% retracement. Yeah, it's not a whole lot. It's 57,000. You know, people will probably jump on that because they know what's going to happen after this. So we may not get large pullbacks. Now, the reason why we may not get these large pullbacks, and why obviously now is not a bad time to sort of get into the market, is because now we have institutional buyers. And if we look at asset classes that have institutional buyers, we can see that they like to keep their assets very stable. Look at this grind up. Grind. It's just a grind up, but it's a slow grind. So we may now see that with Bitcoin, slow grinds, because these hedge funds are love to take, you know, these small wins, these small profits, because at the end of the day, 15% per year return for their clients is what they aim for. So if they can outdo that with the Bitcoin market, this is where we're probably going to get more stability in the market, unfortunately, with Bitcoin, and why we're going to see maybe altcoins start running harder and faster against Bitcoin, because we're just not going to get as much volatility in the Bitcoin market now. If we look at some of these pullbacks, these are like minute, like 11% is huge for you know, the S&P 500, but for Bitcoin it happens so regularly. So I think that yeah, we maybe moving forward we now get the similar looking charts for Bitcoin. So we're right here, boom, 10% back, which we've had our 10%, and we grind up again. Yeah, might do this, boom, 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 then grind back again, 10%, then boom, 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 back again, 10%. Like it could just be that, which is really weird to think about how slow the grind it's going to be. But this is what institutional investing is all about now. So guys, that's it for this video. Thanks so much for watching. If you like what you saw, make sure you like, subscribe, turn on all notifications. But yeah, I think that I've been telling our clients that 10% dips are great opportunities moving forward, because I don't know if we're going to get those 20 to 30% ones that we so wish to have. This will be the first test. If you don't get one now, I think that Bitcoin could be moving to $58,000 pretty soon. All right, thanks for watching.